Hi there, here's Lenovo's newly launched laptop, the Lenovo Yoga Slim 7i Pro. It's compact, it's light, yet powerful and portable laptop for your professional and casual use. It's powered by the 12th generation Intel 12700H chipset, Nvidia RTX 2050 graphic card, 16GB RAM and 1TB SSD. It's fully spec'd out. And yes, it's a customized variant of the Yoga laptop and it's priced somewhere between 1,25,000 to 1,30,000. So the price might vary depending on the hardware you pick. By the way, we've already made a YouTube short covering the unboxing experience. I highly recommend you see that. You'll find the link in the description. So I've been using this laptop as my daily driver for almost a week now. I'll share my experiences, what's good, what's not, so you can decide if this Lenovo Yoga Slim 7i Pro is worth your money or not. Let's begin. Alright, quick look at the built-in design. So the body, top and frame all are made of aluminium, which gives this laptop a very premium feel. You can spot the Yoga branding on the lid, which is debossed, and it kind of reflects when the light hits it. It's got a very clean design. It's super light, just 1.39 kgs to be exact, which makes it really portable to carry anytime, anywhere. It's also really slim. If you look closely, it has a wedge-shaped design, which makes it even more ergonomic, especially while typing. Now the lid can be lifted comfortably with one hand, which is something I personally feel is very important because that's something we're going to do so many times in one day. Now the lid goes all the way back to 180 degrees, which is good, but considering it's a Lenovo Yoga, I actually expected it to go further. But remember, this laptop doesn't come with a touch display, so I think this is good enough. Now a quick look at the ports. Starting on the right is the power button, one USB-A 3.2 Gen 1 port and a headphone mic jack. Then on the left are two USB-C Thunderbolt 4.0 ports. Now a Thunderbolt port, as most of you might already know, is multifunctional. It delivers high-speed data transfer, it outputs video signals so you can connect this laptop to external monitors, then you can connect Ethernet connection directly, and it can also deliver power to the laptop to charge it as well. Now talking about the keyboard. For starters, it's backlit, so typing in dark environment is very convenient. It also adjusts the brightness according to the lighting conditions, which is smart. The keys are also big and very well spread out. Also excellent travel and easily one of the best typing experience on a laptop. The script for this video was actually typed here, and what a satisfying experience. Also worth mentioning, the keyboard is super silent in comparison to other laptop keyboards. Barely any typing sound. You could be working with someone sleeping right in the same room and they surely won't hear a thing, which is commendable. The palm rest is just perfect. Doesn't get smudgy and doesn't attract any fingerprints even when used for long hours. Lenovo has absolutely nailed it in the keyboard department. Then the trackpad is decent. It's not too big but does the needful. It's responsive and all Windows gestures work without any hitch. The bottom section is clicky and tactile, just as you like. Alright, coming to the display. So we get a 14-inch OLED panel with a resolution of 2880 by 1800 pixels. The color reproduction is stellar. Super vibrant colors with perfect pitch deep blacks. Now this is a 2.2K display, so text and images are very crisp. It has a peak brightness of 400 nits, which is good enough to use outdoors like at a coffee shop or in a well-lit office desk. It comes with 60Hz refresh rate, which again is really good in most scenarios. Scrolling through web pages, office applications all feel quite fluid. However, it would have been great if they gave 90 or 120Hz. Now the bezels too are really slim, almost invisible on the sides. The top bezel houses a full HD webcam for video calls. Sadly, it lacks a privacy shutter, but the quality is pretty good. Even in low light, the noise is minimal, and with good light, it's very impressive. One of the biggest pro of an OLED display is watching movies and videos. The gamut of colors that you can experience are amazing, vibrant and punchy. This laptop also supports Dolby Vision, But remember, you can access Dolby Vision content only from the Netflix app or the apps that support it. On the browser, it will not show. In fact, on the app, you'll also get to stream at full 4K. Trust me, it looks gorgeous. Then adding to the experience are the 4-watt stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos support, and they too sound quite good. The highs and mids are crisp, the dialogues and vocals are very clear, but the bass is not the strongest part. Coming to the hardware. So it's powered by the 12th generation Intel i7 12700H chipset with 14 cores and 20 threads. Nvidia GeForce RTX 2050 graphic card, 16GB LPDDR5 RAM and 1TB NVMe 4.0 SSD. It comes with Windows 11 Home out of the box and works like a breeze. Multitasking between windows, opening multiple apps, I didn't experience any lag. However, the fans did kick in after a while, but the good thing is it's not too loud either. Microsoft Office apps also come pre-installed, and that's a must-have for every student or office workflow. We ran some benchmarks starting with the Geekbench 5, 1754 single-core and 11281 multi-core. Very impressive. Then here's Cinebench R23, we got 13067 in multi-core. Very good. Next is PC Mark 10, we get 6509. Also check out the editing and photo editing scores. Then moving towards gaming benchmarks, here's 3D Mark TimeSpy score 3611. And finally 3D Mark Firestrike 8118. Amazing. We played Counter-Strike and it played perfectly. There's no lag at all. Didn't experience any drop frames either. Though the fans were on at full throttle, it performed really well. Now remember, this display supports only 60Hz but feels very fluid. Here's Valorant, again very smooth. I'm sure most AAA games are gonna work just fine.
There they are.
When it comes to more graphic intensive tasks, we used Photoshop. With multiple PSD files open, it worked flawlessly. Working on large files with multiple layers, yet very smooth user experience. Also, Adobe Premiere Pro for video editing works really well. Scrolling through the timeline was snappy, but do remember, rendering 4K files will take a while. Yes, you can edit 4K videos on this laptop, but for more professional workflow, especially video editing, I suggest to invest in an Intel i9 processor with RTX 3080 or higher. Then it comes with a 61 watt-hour battery, which lasted me approximately 5 hours with casual use. A little longer if you're watching movies or listening to music. For video editing and gaming, I suggest to keep this laptop plugged into the power source for the best performance. So we get a 100-watt charger along with this laptop, which charges this from 0 to 100% in about 2 hours, which is pretty good. It's a USB-C charger, so technically you can even use a power bank just in case of an emergency. But remember, the charging speed would be drastically slower. Now personally, if you ask me, this laptop has everything that most people would need, but it's not perfect. Let's talk about some cons. So firstly, it lacks a fingerprint scanner, which I don't think would matter to many. That's what I assume. Then there's no camera shutter. So those concerned about privacy, that's something to keep in mind. Then it lacks a card reader, which in case you're a creator like me, that is a must-have. But again, it's not something that everyone needs. Apart from that, it's a complete package. It's got the latest Intel 12th generation i7 processor. It's got a gorgeous OLED display, excellent keyboard. My God, trust me, it's one of the best typing experiences. 16GB RAM, RTX 2050 graphic card. It's easily recommended for anyone to work on the go or for student who wants to do their work on their laptop, school projects, college projects. It's a solid option. I'll share the link for this device below in the description. If you'd like to buy one, you should definitely check it out. So I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.